Hey guys, I am back with another video, and today I am doing a sketchbook tour, and I haven't made sketchbook tours in a very long time, like 2 years. So what I've decided to do is remake them all. So, I'm gonna be using my alternate mascot, Justice, for these videos, and I'm gonna be starting right from the start, uh, my very oldest sketchbook, right here. Um, and we're gonna be making all of my sketchbook tours again because all my old sketchbook tours, I was a little bit cringy, and it was at the very start of my channel, and like it was 2 years ago, and the quality of those videos was very low. They were like 720p, and that was it. And they were very pixelated, and I didn't have a whole lot of storage on my old phone. So now that I've got a new phone, I can upload videos up to like 4K. So I can make sketchbook tours that are actually good quality now. And I have the storage and the editing for it. So this is great. I get to show you guys my art in all of its glory, and it's actually going to be in good quality. Another reason why I'm doing this is so I can take photos of my art and put it in my toy house. My toy house will be linked on all of these videos. But if you want to see all of my characters and all of their art, uh, you can go find that in the description. This is the earliest sketchbook that I have. This is December 2017 to October 2018. It says it on the sketchbook. I was 12 when I drew in the sketchbook, so this is a very long time ago. I am almost 20 now, so this is very old, like 8 years ago. It's crazy. So if you want to see my raw, honest reaction from like 2 years ago, I do have a playlist. I'll link it in the description. It has all of my old sketchbook tours on it. But these videos are going to be more me yapping for like 20 minutes over old art. Here is the first page. Some random cat that I drew and never finished. And all of my art, I would never ever take up a whole page. I would always draw at a very small scale. I don't know why I did that, but I don't know. I had all this page space and I just didn't use it for some reason, and I just never finished coloring it. I don't think I ever will. But it is what it is. There's these doodles. Um, Very interesting. Again, these are way better quality. Um, so in my older videos, you probably weren't able to see these very well. Especially because they're pencil. I had a very simple, cutesy art style. These were drawings of my old hamsters from a long time ago. Just very nice. I like seeing that. But yeah, I had a very simple art style. I guess I'll just yap about where I started. I started out drawing characters off TV. Um, this character belongs to someone who doesn't like me anymore. We're gonna ignore that. This is like my favorite thing ever. This here, this is me starting to become very, very edgy. You'll see it in my future sketchbooks. I started out drawing characters off TV. I draw LPS and Care Bears. I still sometimes draw them, and Zuzu Pets as well. I love Zuzu Pets. Um, and that's where a lot of my style came from. As you can see here, the eye style specifically. I was going through my Pokemon phase. I was in my Pokemon phase from when I was like 10 to 12, maybe 13. And I used to draw eyes very similar to Pikachu eyes. That's where this eye style came from. Very interesting little fact. I obviously gave up here for some reason. Even though it wasn't much different from the one above it. You can tell I didn't use all the page space. That's why I was able to fit multiple characters on one page. These are such old characters. Like, Kathy, Porkchop, and ignore Scar. He wasn't my character either. He belongs to someone else. Uh, but this is very old art. Cassie and Porkchop are very old characters of mine. Um, I started out drawing, uh, I went to a restaurant one time and I drew 4 characters in a napkin. Cassie, Porkchop, and I don't know if they're on this next page, but I think they are. They are. Stephanie and Fred. There's Toby as well, but ignoring Toby because he came way later. But Stephanie, Fred, Porkchop, and Cassie, I drew all of those on like a napkin at a restaurant, and we just kind of started writing stories. Like we wrote loads of stories and made loads of characters, and I just didn't stop doing that. So, um, these characters are some of my oldest characters that are still surviving to this day. I've had them going from 2016, these ones, which is crazy. I started writing stories, I called them Ninja Pets. On my toy house, there's a Ninja Pets folder for all those characters. It eventually became Paws of Fury in 2019. So you'll see that in my next sketchbooks. So stay tuned, because you'll see it. It's coming. And I still write about those characters, the Paws of Fury characters today. I have a whole novel from it that I'm actually rewriting because I finished writing it when I was 16. So I'm rewriting the whole thing now. And I have a second story in the works and a third story in the works. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. But yeah, here is another little cat character. It's very hard to move it up close to my screen because I'm using a big tripod. You can actually see it on frame. It's not supposed to be like that. This page, this character specifically, this isn't a character of mine, this is just a random cat that I drew one time. But because I colored it and the way I lined it, I was so proud of it back in the day. These ones as well. I loved doing dark line art. I was so proud of these. And it's very cute. They're so cute. I like the sketchbook a lot because everything in here is very cute and innocent, and it makes me very happy. This one is a little cat with a hat and sunglasses. It's quite hard to see because of the drawing on the other side. I don't do that anymore because I know it goes through the page. This one too. I actually have these characters saved as characters. I turned them into full characters not that long ago. It was a couple months ago. This fox here is Skylar. We have Ember, River, and this little hamster down here is Bramble. These ones are all in my OC folder at the very last page, I think. There's the same characters again. Skylar, Ember, Bramble, and River. I had a whole element thing going on with these characters. And I never went any further than this with them, but I did end up like redesigning them a little while ago. I did that with a few old characters, which is quite fun. Just a random bunny. I love drawing bunnies. I still love drawing bunnies. And a little panda. This is all of my art before I knew I was a furry. Which is kind of crazy. Here is this page. I don't know what's supposed to be the concept of this page here, but okay. This is me getting edgy again. I started getting very edgy when I was 13. But you could see it when I was 12 as well. I made stuff like this. This is the type of thing I would say these days for a joke. But, you know, oh, I have a little cat there. I don't know what character that is. This, hello, Demi Lovato bunny. I don't know why the eye is so dark. I don't know why I made it, like, pan compared to everything else. This is Skyscraper lyrics. I used to be like that. I used to listen to stuff like that. Weird. I don't know. I was a strange child, I guess. More edgy stuff. I should have put a warning at the start of this video. I probably will. There's this. I'm not going to read all of it out because it's kind of annoying. But you can see, you can see where, like, you know, it's giving, like, 2018 sad anime or furry memes, if that makes sense. Type of stuff that would be, like, shared around now just because it's funny, you know? This is an entire rant. I don't know why, but we're gonna ignore that. I don't know. Little bunny. I love the cute stuff. The cute stuff makes me very happy. I don't know where the inspiration for this came from or why I cared. I was 12. Don't judge me. I was 12. We all had this kind of thing. We all were weird when we were younger. Hello, cat. And I believe a fox. Interesting. To be fair, some of this is actually like fan art and stuff. To be fair, I think all the edgy stuff kind of is, but especially stuff like this, because like I did kind of get bullied a lot, so that's kind of where this one came from. I was 12, okay? Don't judge me. I don't know. This is song lyrics. I know this because I used to write songs, and this is one of them. This is part of one of them. I don't know. I do cringe a little when I look through these. It is a little bit embarrassing. There's this, which is, you know, typical 12-year-old core, I guess. Horrible. They were very horrible. But, you know, it is what it is. I couldn't even spell. I spelled offensive wrong. I just noticed that. Oh no. This is not the first time I ever drew something saying broken on it. There is loads of these in some of my other sketchbooks, which is, it's kind of funny. There's this. Okay. I don't know. Again, it does make me cringe a little bit, but, you know, when you're like that young and you're kind of going through it, you don't know what else to do. These two pages are like two sides of the same coin, if that makes sense. Because there's this, and then there's this. The XD is kind of, the XD is like the cherry on top. Like, I find that quite funny. Look at it. I don't know. There's just so many, like, random things in this. A lot of random animals crying, specifically bunnies and cats. Don't know why. Evil Pikachu. See? Pokemon phase. I still quite like Pokemon. There's this. Me trying to be inspirational. I had no idea what was to come. I honestly didn't. I had no idea. I guess when you're young, you're not that experienced with all of life's horrors. My little sad bunny. A cat. I don't know. Some of this is so random, but whatever. Is that another crying one? Again, the XD. I used to say XD in like every sentence. You guys know what I am. You know what I am now. More random cats. I don't know why, they look exactly the same almost. This is a song that I wrote. I used to write songs. I don't anymore, but I used to. It's so random. I don't know. Here's this. It's a random fox. Love foxes. There's this. I don't know what the occasion was for this, or for most of these. I don't remember anymore. Whatever happens when you're 12, if you are 12 and you happen to be watching this, which, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. You know, a lot of the stuff that happens, you'll probably forget about it in the next few years. That's kind of what happens. Uh, I don't remember what prompted half of these drawings. This is one that I was very, very proud of because I shaded it and I was like, yay, I shaded. And it was like the best thing ever. I don't know. And there's one in the back that is the same. I was like, yay, I shaded. Very proud of it. And I think it's very cute. They're very cute. We have Warriors OCs. Oh, in my OC folder, there is a Warriors folder for my old Warriors OCs that I don't use anymore. I'm not interested in Warriors anymore. It was a long time ago. I never fully read it either. I read like the first story in a bit and gave up. I might go back and read them someday, but I am not that interested. But here are some of my characters, my old OCs for Warriors, and I didn't fully understand the story, so I don't know. Half of these probably already exist. I don't know. A lot of my OCs were very violent. I don't know why. I loved this one. Yeah. I don't have very much to say about these. I made a stupid amount of them. And they're kind of the rest of this book. So, you know, this one, I don't know what prompted this at all. You see that? I don't know. I loved characters like this. And there's this one. I might go back and redesign these characters. I am very, very tempted to. And I probably will at some stage. And that's it. There's one more page. I totally will not kill you right now. Oh no. I don't know. If someone threatened to kill me, I would not say, oh no. I would be running for my life. I don't know about you guys. That's it. That's the whole sketchbook. So that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the sketchbook tour. There will be more to come. Again, I'm redoing all the old ones because I have a better quality camera and I can upload in high quality because I have the storage for it, which is great. So there will be more to come. I will be showing all of my old sketchbooks again. There will be digital ones as well, including last year's digital art, which I don't think I ever did. So stay tuned for that. That's all. So I will see you guys later.